Well, hello, hello, hello. Woo. Lovely stuff. Well, you see what time.
Wow.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. That's as good as it's going to be. Lovely stuff. You know the time. You know why we're here. We just want to make sure you're ready. So, are you ready?
I'm not sure. Are you doing a rewind?
They're not ready yet. Are you ready?
Okay. Then, can we please go crazy for session 0?
Hello, Insomnia. How's everyone doing today? That's what I like. That's the energy we need. Welcome. I am Josh Strife Hayes, Dungeon Master of Session 0, a live improv D&D show where our players do not know the adventure they're going on. Because you're going to tell me. All of the decisions will be made by throwing this dice to you guys. And you're further away than normal. So you've got to yeet it back to me. I will grab the dice, and the number that faces me, I will read. That will be our roll for Dungeons & Dragons. If you sat there as a 5th edition DM, don't look for consistencies in the rules. I don't remember them either. Let's introduce our fantastic players. Starting off, we have our Barbarian, Rage Darling. Give it up! Rage, tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Well, my name is Rage. My character is from Wales. Anyone here from Wales? Woo! Croeso I Insomnia. Hey, that's a little bit Welsh, that's all I know. My character is called Rage. She's a human barbarian. She has 2 IQ, and she smashes a lot of things with her hammer.
When we run into problems, enemies, puzzles, how are you going to solve them?
Smash.
If you've got a big enough hammer, any problem is a nail. Next up, we have our fantastic bard, Callum Upton. Give it up! Flute daddy, indeed.
Flute daddy.
Callum, tell us about your character.
Well, I'm possibly the worst musician you'll ever meet. Name's Mullac Drab. Just out to hunt treasure and mess things up.
And if you run into a problem, an enemy, a puzzle, how are you going to solve it?
Probably just bonk it with the flute.
A very ineffective barbarian. And last but definitely not least, our fantastic sorceress, BillieTrixx. Billie, tell us who you are and tell us what your character.
Hi, I'm Billie. I'm here to set fire to everything!
Woo!
You know 1 spell.
I know 1 spell, but I'm very good at it.
She is.
If you're very good at Fireball, you only need to know Fireball. Our adventure begins, as all adventures do, in a tavern. Someone loves taverns. They're like, yes! Our party is sat around, drinking, making merry, talking about the adventures they've been on before. All the lovely ne'er-do-wells they've managed to smite across their travels. Callum, tell us about the last adventure you went on.
The last adventure?
Leave out some bits, because there are kids in the audience.
Right, so the last adventure.
Yeah, the last one.
I got lost in a forest.
And how did you solve that problem?
Just
He didn't really.
Well, it was you that solved it.
Sometimes one of us has to have the intelligence.
I caused the problems, you solved them, right?
It was a beautiful forest until BillieTrixx got her hands on it. And then it's a much warmer forest, and now there is no forest. Rage, tell us about the last adventure you went on.
I'm not allowed, am I?
If you leave out enough of the adventure to make it appropriate for
Did we go on the same
Insomnia,
adventure?
effectively the adventure is you left the tavern and then returned to the tavern.
Yeah,
Was pretty much what happened.
yeah.
But all adventures need a problem. Someone is in dire straits. Someone needs their help. What's the problem? Who needs
There's a
their
lot of
help?
people here.
Shout out suggestions. Who needs help? Did you just shout out to sheep? As adventures do, you hear a knocking at the tavern door and a gentle bah, bah.
I think that that farmer's sheep has got out again?
I recognise you. You were in the tavern last time, weren't you?
Is that why we can't talk about that?
Hey, it's good to see you from the counties. Hello again. This is my accent now.
Wait, hold on. The sheep talks.
All sheep talk.
No, they don't,
What?
do they?
No.
I was unfortunately polymorphed by an evil wizard in the tower. And I will pay you well to go and kill him.
How much is well?
What is well?
No, how much?
How much? How wealthy is the sheep? What was the sheep's job before being polymorphed? I need an occupation. Taxidermist.
That'll do it.
The irony of my situation is not lost on me, but I was a taxidermist. And I'm currently being chased by a rival taxidermist who would like nothing more than to kill and stuff me. Not in that way. I will pay you with my pile of taxidermied animals. I don't know what sheep uses to barter. There's a pile, you can't see it. Squirrels, an eagle, one giant ogre. They're in great poses, all just taxidermied. Will you accept them as payment to kill a wizard?
How do we know that you're not just a taxidermy that's got like some evil spirit in it?
Is the sheep actually an evil taxidermied spirit? So I'm going to throw this dice towards someone. I'd like you to catch it and throw it back to me. Ready to catch?
Oh.
Yeet the dice back to me, nice and high. 15. What do you believe? Do you trust the sheep? Is the sheep an actual polymorph taxidermist, or is the sheep evil?
Come a bit closer. Oh, yeah, he's real. I can smell him.
Yeah, no. That's the real
The
deal.
sheep,
Right?
being real, needs help. The party must travel across the land to find an evil wizard and slay him in his tower. They finish their drinks in the tavern and set out. Their first port of call, a dark, evil forest.
How do we end
Did you pay at the tavern? I didn't pay. Let's leave.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Eh.
Just
The bartender. Hey! Coin! Coin now!
Nope.
That's very...
right, see you later.
Nope.
Are any of you carpenters?
Nope.
Whoever I paid to build the tavern. Are you running away from the bartender?
Yeah, I'm going to cast
Grab this, yeet
a
it back
mind
to me.
spell on him.
It's more of a saunter.
That's a 10. The bartender is indifferent, understands times are hard, and adventurers, you know, cost of living crisis and all that. Will you pay next time?
Will we pay next time?
It's unlikely.
He'll pay next time.
You leave the tavern into the deep, dark forest, traveling, making your way through the branches, the underbrush, the growth, the leaves. Look at how good the graphics team are. We haven't told them anything. We've just given them 100 pictures they have to keep up. But this forest is known. It's legend. It's myth. Something stalks through the leaves.
Bird over there.
What? What stalks through the leaves of this forest? Somebody tell me the myth of the forest of trees.
Sorry.
Who will they run into? So far, I've had Pedro Pascal and Richard Nixon and a giant pig. What Pedro Pascal does in his free time is up to him. The legend of the forest. Someone over here, tell me, what seeps through these woods? A giant hippo. I have to act that now.
You're making this really hard for immersion, just so you know.
Oh, no,
Party
what's that?
sneak through the woods, looking around, glancing, catching glimpses in the distance. Who are those shadowy figures? Is it Pedro Pascal? Is it Richard Nixon? Why is there a pig? And then in the distance, a hippo. Greetings, adventurers. I am the wise hippo of the forest. You may not have heard of me, but you must pay tribute to pass through.
I think we drank something weird in that tavern, because
Yeah, no.
that tasted a bit funny.
In funky colours and things.
What do you want for tribute?
Are you willing to pay the tribute and pass the test?
Depends what it
what's
is.
the tribute?
Pedro, are you done with the pig? A masked man runs into the distance and the pig hobbles back toward you. You must befriend this pig.
That's all
She's
you.
got this. We're
Yeah,
going to just leave
no.
her. She's really good with animals.
Are you going to try and befriend the pig?
Can't touch the pig.
Excellent. I'm going to eat the D20 at somebody. Please grab it. Launch it back to me. How successful is the befriending of the pig who previously was hanging out with the Mandalorian? Please grab. Launch back to me. Don't hit that. That's a 16. That's one happy pig. You now have a friend for the adventure. As you travel along, Sir Oinks-a-Lot will also join you, regaling you with tales of
We're not
Pedro. He's a
keeping
nice
it.
guy.
Oh, that's going back
Richard
after
Nixon.
this.
He
It's
was
going to
not.
poo. Are you going to clean that up?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
It's another mouth to feed. We've already got you.
I'm not really sure what smells worse, her or the pig.
Gonna have it. Set on fire.
What is it?
It'll smell.
Bag of poo.
You can keep it.
No, I'm good. just put it on your belt for a bit.
Here's your tribute.
Please grab this and throw it back to me for how
I didn't have
successful
it.
the tribute is.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
It's not just any poo. It's Yemmara's poo. Yeah?
No one has built this correctly. The forest is very volatile right now. Thank you for the pile of pig poo. That is exactly what I wanted. Pedro, you weren't able to do this. This is a pure barbarian. Thanks. I'm going to go and be alone now. What the hippo does is up to the hippo. Pushing through the forest.
We go.
You emerge
What was that
out
about?
the side,
Pig.
and you see in front of you a dark cave.
Doesn't like.
Pushing down into the ground, you hear the river running. The stones covered in moss, slick to the touch. The cave condenses inwards. The cave condenses. The cave is much bigger than it should have been. The cave.
The
They
cave,
found
the
the cave.
How did I not see the cave?
Yeah.
They emerged from the cave into a much larger cavern. But many years ago, this cavern was used for nefarious purposes.
Don't put
What
me back in.
was the purpose of the cavern? What took place here? What happened? Tax evasion! You enter the cave. You find around you parchments, scrolls, inks, quills, all linking to businesses in the Falkland Islands,
Who there?
NFTs.
All that.
Somewhere there's something about crypto. Money was had here.
This one's got a monkey on it.
You want what? Monkey?
And if
Up watching you in the corner, an ape. They look bored. And looking at you from behind a tiny desk, a man scribbling away, writing, fast, furiously. Begone, begone from the cave of tax evasion. I need a better name for when the king comes around, but begone from the cave of writing out companies that don't exist.
Hold on. Did you just say tax evasion?
Well, I know a thing or two about tax evasion. No, I don't.
As you step forward, the small man jumps up, reaches his hand out. A quill floats into the air, levitated by magic, and flies towards you, the sharp end pointing directly at your face. Grab this dice, throw it back to me. That's a 1.
Thanks.
The quill flies through the air, unable to avoid it. It stabs into your cheek, pinning you to the wall behind you, the force flinging you back. The small tax-mancer is ready to fight. He can level quills, pull scrolls and parchments in front of him as shields, and do strange things with numbers that get him rebates. What are you going to do, Billy?
I'm going to cast. Thank you.
Grab this, throw it
Couldn't
back
have
to
said
me,
it better
please.
myself. Come on.
That's a 15. That's a powerful fireball. Describe the fireball.
I'm going to build it up on my staff. I'm going to focus. I'm going to think about how I was up too late last night.
and I'm gonna shove it towards you!
Fireball flies toward the tax-mancer. He pulls up some parchments from the floor, forms a solid wall of paper, which is remarkably flammable, he realizes at the last minute, and it bursts into flames, knocking him back over a desk. Papers flutter everywhere. Ink is spilled to the floor. Ink. He sees the ink being spilled to the floor. He twirls his fingers. A large, solid spike of ink pulls up. An ink monster. It sloshes slowly across the field toward you, Mullac. What are you going to do?
I sidestep and I ask him, have you filed for this financial year?
Grab this and throw it back to me. Are you ready? Big throw. That's okay, we'll try again. Ready? That is an 18!
Oh.
Yes, well done! Are we on about 2022, 2023, or 2021 going into 22?
I don't know, when's this set?
He is distracted momentarily and stops to check his notes. Has he filed for the tax year? He's not sure. He's been too busy doing everyone else's taxes. And while he is distracted, the ink monster almost loses cohesion and splashes to the floor into a puddle. Rage, you're just about able to yank the quill out of your face. While the tax-mancer is distracted, what are you going to do?
I am going to leisurely walk over, apparently, hand Mullac Drab the quill. Could use that.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm gonna use it. And
No.
I would like to take this quill. Am I allowed to say this?
Let's
Do
just
I
roll
do it? Sorry, Josh.
You're not sorry at all.
No.
Lie to me. Please grab this dice and throw it back to me. Are you ready? Grab. That is an 18.
That's a trip to A&E.
He always does taxes in the tax stance. It makes them much more efficient. I bought stretchy jeans because I knew this would happen.
I don't know.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's a lunge, mate.
Or maybe not.
You ever seen a
Didn't
Barbarian?
expect this show, did you?
I just sort of... I put it in, man.
I've got a fantastic view of this.
He is writing his taxes, but he could not evade that. A moment. Excuse me.
Good shout.
I learned it in the tavern.
The tax-mancer hobbles out of the cave, defeated by sticking a quill up his arse. The party push on through the cave and finally emerge out onto the mountainside. They can see the wizard's tower at the very top of the mountain, swirling around giant eagles, buzzards, birds far bigger than they should ever be, and
Look up there.
dotted along the edge of the mountainside, piles of rocks, unnaturally placed, possibly enchanted. And as they walk along the path, a stranger simply walks along and says, "Excuse me, may I have a moment? I require something." What does he require? The stranger needs something. The party is distracted. Who is the stranger? What does he need? Shout out suggestions.
It's always chickens.
It's always chickens. Colonel Sanders.
A lawyer.
No! No!
I require a lawyer, for you say I have not yet filed my taxes. I was about to pop over to the tax cave to see my good friend Timothy. In fact, you know what? I'll just go and do that now.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
you know what? He left.
Timothy left. He would never leave his cave.
He had an urgent matter that he...
A&E.
Yeah.
A&E.
Yeah.
What happened to Timothy?
Sat on a quill.
Grab this, please throw it back to me. To see how convincing sat on a quill. 19. Oh, we've all been there.
Haven't we?
Understandable. I'll head to A&E then instead. Hello.
Hi. Goodbye.
Are you casting fireball in this guy's face?
Yes.
I just wanted to see Timmy, his friend. Please grab and throw back to me, guys. Yeet above the camera. That's a 10. This lovely chap, this lovely guy who just wanted a tax accountant to go and see his friend Timothy, convinced he was an A&E, turns, you cast magic, describe the attack.
I'm just going to bring it from my hand and just straight onto the top of his head.
Slaps him back.
That'll do it.
Ow! Ow! You burnt me!
Now you get to go to A&E.
He takes out a small dagger from the back of his cloak. Unknown, he was a rogue, a trained ninja. He goes to stab you in the stomach. Quick, throw this D20 back to me.
Savage.
That's a 20. The dagger plunges into your stomach, pushing past your internal organs. You feel the pain, the white, hot stab of metal. Your sorceress has been taken down by a guy who just wanted to see his friend. What are you going to do?
I will rage! Ah!
Lifting the hammer up, he turns to look at you. Slow motion, the hammer comes down onto his head, slapping the already burned forehead, knocking him to the floor, his face caving in, flat like the paper of the tax evader, until he collapses to the floor, his skull crushed beneath your hammer. He's very dead. Your stomach, however, is still in pain. Mullac, is there anything you can do to help Billie?
Hello? Guys, I'm still on the floor, you know.
How does this happen every time?
What do you mean? It's normally... Huh?
Yeah, it's always one of you, though, isn't it?
Why are they still talking and not healing me?
Oh, all right.
You
all right.
can do the
I can do-
touchy.
No, I don't consent
Oh, no,
to
not that. I'm going to heal her.
Oh, yeah.
I signal to the musical gods of old and dead, and with the magic flowing, I just go, "You'll be all right, love."
Throw
know
this
what,
dice
yeah.
back to me, please. That is a 19. The healing spell
Someone
works.
help me up.
Come on, come on.
Describe how the magic...
Or pull me down.
Help me up. Oh, I feel all right, actually. That was quite good.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Never done it before, so glad it works.
Left a gnarly scar, mate. Very nice.
The mountainside is clear, and you walk up the path toward the tower, climbing ever higher. They're getting thinner, colder, sharper. Clouds rising up to meet you, until eventually we reach the tip-top of the wizard's tower. You can see on the very top of the tower a small, bearded wizard sitting staring at you. If anyone got a small, bearded wizard, I can just, like, be super useful. Look at that. Thanks, YouTuber Wicked Wiz, who happens to have a small, bearded wizard. The wizard speaks from on high.
Can you hear something? It's like a weird
That was to
ringing.
say it's wind, isn't it?
I need you to come back the way you came because you can't
Might have been me.
tax evasion.
Is that your stomach again?
Yeah. Oh no, it's that thing.
Bible.
What?
Roll a d20, all of you. Someone grab this and throw it back to me. Grab this dice, throw it back to me. You ready? Yeet it high. Grab this dice, throw it back
You
to me.
tried.
You tried. That is a 20. Congratulations for rolling a 20. The tiny bearded wizard has decided he's had too much of people following orders from the sheep and wants to kill you. He raises his hand, a fireball congeals into a solid rock comet. He launches it down from on high at you. It slams into the ground and knocks you all backwards onto the floor. He is standing on the top, twirling magical energy around in his hand, launching fireball after fireball. You dodge and you roll into cover. You must somehow make it toward this fortress without being absolutely burnt by the meteors. How are you going to do it?
I'm gonna use my meat shield and push her first.
You're going
I
to throw
love-
the sorceress in the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a shield to try and protect us.
Roll a d20 for the effectiveness of this shield. Please catch and
Come on,
throw it
shield.
back to me. Just launch it at people. That is an 18. Billie, describe this magical shield.
As soon as this happens, I start to see them come towards us.
Fireballs
up
continue to rain down from on high,
shield.
smashing into this magical shield, energy dissipating, purple ripples flowing out every single time it hits. You can feel the weakness being pushed into you, but your magical energy continues. You push forward. Mullac, what on earth are you doing while these guys are suffering?
Rage, have you still got the quill? Please tell me you've still got the quill.
Well, do I have the quill?
I think the quill ended up somewhere else, Callum.
Look,
That's lost in time, that is.
sorry.
You might, however, you may have forgotten this, but following you,
Me piggy!
can I ride that into battle?
Rage, send in the
Send in the pig.
Send in the pig.
In the pig. Oh.
All right, Stinky.
Oh,
It's me and
it
you.
really stinks.
You ready? All right. I would like to pick up Stinky.
good luck.
I've never done this before.
Safe word is apples.
I don't know how
You're a
going to do this.
barbarian.
The pig is
So
slowly
sorry.
lifted up. The pig is placed into a yeeting position.
Right. On the
I'll drop
count
the
of
shield.
three,
I'm going to follow the pig in.
play me a song.
Play you a song. Okay,
You throw the
I
pig.
got this.
Play the song. I'll drop my shield so he can get through.
Yeet the pig.
Yeet to the pig. Ready? 3. Wait, piggy. 3, 2. Actually, count with me. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, piggy!
The pig flies through the air. Billy drops the shield just in time, spinning, squealing, oinking as it goes, smashing into fireballs and meteors, becoming bacon before it finally, in a perfectly aimed throw, smacks into the tallest tower of the castle. You hear a crumble, you see rocks fall, you see the roof begin to cave in on itself, and you see the tiny wizard look up. And then run down the internal steps as fast as they can and hide within their inner sanctum. You have managed to breach the defenses. All that remains is for you to push into the wizard's sanctum and take him
Why am I
out.
on the floor?
Are you ready?
You tell me.
Our party approach the castle. The doors blown open from fireballs and meteors. The courtyard empty,
Who's found bacon?
Do you know what? I do smell bacon, actually. I'm
bacon.
quite hungry.
and they hear a voice.
Begone from my castle, or I will kill you.
You and what army?
As the
Oh, no.
sorceress says, you and what
Why,
army?
why did I say that?
The wizard slowly raises his hands, and you see in the courtyard the undead pushed from the ground. You see someone stand up over there. You see someone stand up over there.
Oh.
You see someone stand up over there. And joining them, more people rise from their seats, hands pushing out of the dirt, standing up, an undead army risen by this wizard.
Mate,
They claw
mate,
into the
I don't
air.
like this.
They
I'm sorry,
move like
I'm
the undead that
sorry,
they are.
No.
Going back.
They claw forward. You suddenly see hundreds of people clawing at you. Rage, what are we doing? Hundreds of people are attacking us. How are we going to get past them and kill the wizard?
Well, I've not got none, so just gonna scoot past, I guess.
In that case, please walk among the army and see yourself be unaffected. You are searching for brains,
Hello.
which means, no, not really. I mean, it's an entree at best. It's mostly just scraped off. You're like, no, I don't want that. But over here, the main meal. Billy, an army of undead zombies wish to eat your rather large and juicy brain. How are you going to defeat them?
Lightning.
Someone just shouted, a big one. Thanks. Make sure it's a big fireball.
I would like to not cast a fireball. Shut up. You're wrong this time.
Ask nicely.
Well, give me a second. I was just about to.
Do you want to ask nicely?
Go back to whence you came. Get back in your holes. I'm not ready for this yet. I'm only level 4.
You have been demanded to go back to your holes and sit down. She's quite dominating. If that would do it for you, sit down. Let's see how many you can take on. Look at the stance. Look at the boots. Big Mommy Billie has told you to sit down, and my God, you're gonna sit down. But everyone remaining up, these are the DOMs, okay?
Oh, have I got to deal with them?
But don't worry,
Flute Daddy's here.
you can sort these DOMs out. Callum, describe how you're gonna take on the people who refuse to sit down for Big Mommy Billie.
I can't do anything else.
I was hoping to deal with the subs, to be fair, but
Look, it's time for you to switch it up. Let's go. Take him on.
I just run at them with the cloak in hand and just clothesline all of them.
You want to run, jump off the stage, go and tap on every zombie you wish. If you are touched by Flute Daddy, should have rephrased that.
It's not that kind of show.
I'm gonna need a lawyer. Shame that we...
You've all been touched.
If you are touched by Flute Daddy, please sit down. Finally, after pushing through the horde of zombies, our Barbarian returns. The courtyard now clear.
Oh,
Our Sorceress ready.
do I have to?
Come on. Oh, please come back.
And the only thing remaining in the way...
It didn't work. They're so scary.
A
There's
wizard.
this one guy over there, and he's really ugly. Really scary.
That's not nice. You can't say that out loud. I thought I told you that.
Oops. The last time I
Work
deal
on
with
that.
that.
Did you sort them all out?
Most.
I like it, there's a couple of zombies still like, the fuck? Where's everyone gone? We got raised. We were gonna fight. If you're still standing up, respect to you, come and grab a photo afterwards. In fact, zombies that are still standing up, can you guys come here?
Oh, no.
Round of applause for the zombies that remain standing up. Just here, please, guys.
That one's got weapons. That's an unfair advantage.
Zombies
He's
that
got
remain
2.
standing up.
Oh my.
Could you please face the
no.
audience? The wizard stands in his chamber, his honor guard before him, ready to take on all of the adventurers. The adventurers burst into the wizard's final room.
Ah!
He turns and looks.
Drab.
He is distracted. There is a wall of zombies in front. You have to deal with the wall of zombies and kill the wizard. Who's going to distract and sort these zombies out?
You.
Why is it always me?
I just have to deal with them out there.
What? What?
Oh no.
Rage the Barbarian begins to play whack-a-mole with the zombies. Please bonk them gently on the head. Zombies, when you are bonked, please kneel down. As Rage is dealing with the line of zombies. Callum and Billie, the wizard is standing before you, unsure what to do. He doesn't even remember the sheep at this point. What are you going to do?
Okay, Callum, how good is your fluting right now? Are you feeling strong?
It's really bad at all times.
Okay, great. That's really good to know. Now that
Yep.
your bad fluting is confirmed as
Yep.
very terrible, you deafen him or throw him a fireball.
Gotcha. Quick D sharp.
Flute Daddy blasts a note. Can you please take this dice, step a few steps back, and then throw it back to me, please? The note is a 13. It's just enough to slightly irritate the wizard, distract him away. Oh God, you're awful. It's like learning Frere Jacques or Three Blind Mice from primary school. It's terrible. While distracted, what are you doing?
I'm gonna melt all of the soil underneath him so that he sinks down into some lava.
Somebody's seeing the D&D film.
So-
Melting the floor. Please take a few steps backwards, grab this dice, and then throw it back to me. Are you ready? That is a 20. Describe the spell.
No, no, you can't do this. Go away, stop it.
No! Oh no! My only weakness! Lack of floor!
Being tiny as he is, the wizard is pulled into the churning mud, the dirt, the dust, up to his hips, up to his neck, and then with a final,
I'm Wicked Wiz.
he falls into the dirt, the stones close over, and he dies. Round of applause for our adventurers.
Nice one. Nice one.
Zombies, thank you very much. Please head back to your seats. Our adventuring party return down the mountain, through the cave, through the forest, and back into the tavern as the sheep is greeted once again. Bah. Bah. Bah.
Kill the sheep. Oh, we're split.
So, I mean, we did what it asked, so we can get paid now, right?
Yes.
Bah.
Why is he still a sheep?
Ask for again?
Oh, I actually don't remember. I think we had to, like, go and get rid of someone.
Oh,
Probably paint a fence or something as well, but we didn't do that bit. We just won't tell him.
okay. Yeah, okay. Bah.
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 Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba.
Ba.
Ba ba ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba. Anti-sheep.
Anti-sheep? Why?
Unpolymorph.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Ba ba
Wait,
ba.
why did we have to kill the wizard then if we could have just polymorphed you?
You have to kill the wizard to break the spell and then undo it with your magic. Otherwise, I'll be a sheep forever.
Yeah. Yeah, go on then.
How much more are you going to pay us? There's an interest charge on this.
Well, while you were gone, I was continuing my taxidermy. However, with only hooves, it's a bit bad. Should Billy unpolymorph the sheep or leave the sheep to his fate as a sheep? Let's have a cheering contest. Unpolymorph? You lot are sadistic. Last year we lobotomized an elf. Now we're just leaving a guy as a sheep. Should we leave him as a sheep?
I'm sorry, but the zombies have spoken.
The sheep, dejected, turns and gently trots out of the tavern to his life as a sheep. Our party have met a sheep, travelled across the land, killed the wizard, gone back, and then told the sheep,
We didn't
no,
get paid
deal with
yet."
your own life. We've had an army of zombies. We've killed a tax evader, we've killed a lawyer, and it's all thanks to your creativity.
It's never going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We have been Session Zero. We have had BillieTrixx, Rach Darling, and Callum Upton. I've been Josh Strife Hayes. Thank you very much. We will be in the meet and greet zone in the next 15 minutes. See you there.
Come and say hi.